Hey guys, welcome back. BDCKR here, and we're back with our weekly recap of all things Injustice. The current character challenge is Classic Scorpion, and that is a 1 week repeat. The required characters for that are Nightwing, Catwoman, and Aquaman, who are bronze, and challenge gold, respectively. So not the best character to have, or not the best requirements to have for a challenge.
Yeah.
That sort of daisy chaining where you need to have already beaten another challenge to get this one is not ideal.
Right.
The passive is Fire of Hell, which reads as follows. Scorpion summons Fire of Hell around him for 10 seconds after tagging. It reflects half the special damage back to the opponent and inflicts fire damage over 6 seconds. Scorpion is immune to fire.
So he's not bad as far as stats goes. He's got pretty high stats. Health is 1200, attack is 1400, and according to our notes, he was last available of April this year, so not too long ago.
Yeah.
He's got a pretty good passive. I mean, the key part to me is that reflecting half the damage is better than, say, Flashpoint Aquaman's reflecting 40%. Although they're not really the same thing as apples and oranges, right? Because this is 10 seconds after tag in.
Yeah.
And so it could last for multiple specials. Whereas Flashpoint Aquaman's is for the whole team and not just for him. And it's for just one hit. So it could be much later in the fight.
Yeah, so it really depends on sort of the setup leading into him actually coming in.
Right.
To determine whether or not this is better or worse than Aquaman.
Right. And I mean, the best person who's got that kind of reflect is Black Adam. But
Yeah.
his is also a little different because it's 3 hits. So
And it's every tag in.
that's right. Now, in the world of Blackest Night Flash, the problem is the extra fire damage over time can actually be bad. But most of the time, it's an advantage because you don't face a Blackest Night Flash team every time. And immune to fire is okay, but it's really kind of limited situations. And now that we have a point of comparison with Blackest Night Flash, who gets a benefit from damage over time, wouldn't it be so much better if instead of just being immune, it gave him either power or health or both?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because just basically if it gets reflected back at him or if somebody hits him with fire and it doesn't do anything to him, it's sort of piddly. It's not that big a deal.
Most fire damage is not that
Yeah,
big.
it's not very often that that's going to make a sort of noticeable difference in
Right.
the outcome of a fight.
The biggest problem, I think, is that he's slow like all the Scorpions, so we tend to not play him very much. But I gotta say, I do hate facing him because our teams are so...
Special heavy and move fast.
Yeah,
That 10
yeah.
seconds is essentially just a shield.
Yeah, and it reflects half of our damage, so even though we knock him out, we do take substantial damage from him.
So there we go. This week's multiplayer reward is Reverse Flash, whose passive is Cellular Regeneration. While active, the Reverse Flash has a chance to immediately regenerate health and cleanse negative effects after taking damage from a special attack. May occur 3 times per match.
So when it says may occur, it means that the first special he gets
For
hit with
sure.
is almost for sure. Like every once in a while, very rarely it misses.
Okay, yeah, close enough to a sure thing.
Yeah.
Reliable.
Yeah, it's pretty reliable. He's got lowish stats, so 1,000 each for the damage and the health. And he was available as recently as June this year, just like last week's Metahuman Flash. And he used to be the most important character when we were motivated to finish Survivor, and we should link that in the description and in the eye in the top right corner. And so what's great is he's fast like all the Flashes. Even better is that he's got that infinite juggle, right? So when you swipe just once, he gets his first 2 swipe hits. If you don't swipe again for his 3rd hit, he has the shortest refractory period of anyone, meaning that you can start a new combo. So you just got to time it right. You can't do it too fast because then you'll finish the combo. If you do it too slow,
Yeah.
then there's too much of a gap, but you can do it so you can just do it over and over. So even when they have a bar of power and you're doing this, they won't actually attack you. They'll be just sort of, is it stun locked? That's not really it. They're not really stunned.
But close enough.
Yeah. And one of the previous updates, he was changed so it's harder to juggle, but you can still be pretty effective if he's got a speed booster too. And I should probably mention there's a couple interesting things that if you play him or play against him, you might notice. So if he's already lost health and he tags in because a teammate got knocked out with a special, when he comes in, his cellular regeneration can trigger and he gets back to full health, even though the special didn't actually do any damage.
Yeah, sort of just a weird, obviously not intended thing where it seems like he's getting health back due to the damage that was dealt to somebody else,
Right,
maybe.
right. And the interesting thing about how the cleanse negative effects, that actually works in Survivor too. So sometimes certain rounds, there's a special 1 or special 2 is locked. If his cellular regeneration triggers, it unlocks his specials.
Yeah, which is sort of weird. Seems unintentional, because having your special locked like that, I mean, I guess it's been in the game as part of gear abilities, right? So they're
Right.
putting it on you like an effect, like anything else.
right.
But it seems like when it's part of a stage, it should actually be permanent.
Yeah, and it's been there for forever, so it's not like they either they're motivated to change it or that it was intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, it's possible they just don't play and they don't know, you know?
That's true too.
If it hasn't been brought to their attention somehow, they have no way of actually knowing other than playing, play testing.
Yeah.
So there we go. In the store, we have the Dawn of Justice Superman pack for 27 Canadian with no credits, no power credits this time.
So that's a pretty that's sort of the worst price for character bundle because
It's not cheaper,
right.
and it's just 100,000 credits less than you normally get.
Right. So I guess there's the range, right? There's the extreme where I think the cheapest is somewhere around the equivalent of $10 US.
Yeah.
You get the character, no credits, which to me is the best deal.
Yeah.
Then this range is usually a character plus credits.
Yeah.
And this is the worst price, character no credits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We also have the Ultimate Bundle Bringers of Justice, which is now 99 Canadian, which is an increase from the 66 Canadian that it cost last month. So for some reason they've just made it way more expensive. I don't know why.
So I'm guessing based on the exchange rate now that was probably $50 US last month and now it's $75 US.
Which is wild. That's the price of a brand new AAA game.
Yeah.
That's more than the price of a brand new AAA game, I should say. And you get 10 of the best heroes, which is New 52 Superman.
Did you say it with enough of the quotation marks around it?
It contains 10 of the best heroes.
Because I don't think that's what your opinion is, right?
Yeah, it's so Warner Brothers would like to tell you that this is 10 of the best heroes, and that's why it's worth almost 100 Canadian dollars. So you get New 52 Superman, Dawn of Justice Batman, Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman, Injustice 2 Aquaman, Earth 2 The Flash, Yellow Lantern Hal Jordan, Martian Manhunter, Rebirth Green Arrow, Earth 2 Hawkgirl, and Arkham Knight Batgirl. So they're all challenges except for Dawn of Justice Batman. Right. And Dawn of Justice Batman was previously a random drop from the gold packs.
So, and a special gold pack, like a special Dawn of Justice gold pack.
Oh, sorry, yeah, not even from the normal gold packs.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not a good deal.
Oh,
just because you can't spend this much money in one go.
Yeah.
On Injustice, like I don't.
It's hand in hand with that. We've got the Ultimate Bundle of Villains and Monsters, also $99 Canadian, also up from the previous 66 Canadian just a month ago, and that contains 10 of the best villains. Right?
Air quotes.
Right. Arkham Origins Bane, Kandak Black Adam, Arkham Knight Catwoman, Apocalypse Darkseid, Suicide Squad Deadshot, Flashpoint Deathstroke, Blackest Night Doomsday, Red Lantern Hal Jordan, Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, and Suicide Squad The Joker Unhinged.
So there we go.
And if that pack could get worse, it just did.
It's again ridiculously expensive. Yeah. You can't justify spending this much money on a game. Like buy like Humble Monthly, which has become Humble Choice, for like months and months and months, and get like 20 free games.
So what's
or not
great,
free games, 20 games for the same price.
The fact that they changed the price tells me that someone's there at the helm, someone's at the steering wheel, and they've decided this is what they're going to do to the game. This to me is worse than anything else that they've done in the last like few months.
Really? Because I would say what's worse is making all the cash credit packs for money.
That was even further back. I'm saying just ever since the moment they did the cash packs,
yeah,
this is the worst thing that
this is
done.
The next worst thing, which is just making the same thing cost more.
It makes me feel like if the price had still been the same,
yeah,
then you could credibly believe that there's nobody there sort of managing
putting any significant amount of work
right,
into
but they're
it.
putting the work in to raise the price.
I'm sure raising the price is super easy.
Oh,
though.
I'm sure it is. It's just that there's somebody there. And so we'll just quickly gloss over the fact that the Christmas packs are still there, and compared to these other grotesque packs, they are much better deals.
Yeah, but compared to other things you could spend your money on, probably not great.
This is true.
Yeah. In Survivor, we have the Fourth World Gear set until the 25th of December 2019.
Yeah,
That's Christmas.
One more week, just like the Phantom Zone, which has one more week.
Mm-hmm. And Fight 62 is still broken.
Yeah.
So I guess changing store prices takes priority.
Yes. There's a link in the description to Reddit thread from Devlin16. Goes over the complete breakthrough cycle and what comes after what.
So there we go. Moving on to the current glitches, just remember that every working glitch is explained in a video as part of the playlist that you can reach by clicking the eye in the top right corner of this video. We are Android only, so we're only able to confirm these glitches for Android. So let's start off with the significant not working glitches. There is no working glitch for credits. We've talked about this in Season 6, Episode 9 of our P and Q and C and A and T. I should say there's no working glitch for credits that we'll endorse.
Right.
And so there's a 2-device glitch that we're not willing to endorse because we think there's an associated risk. People have not been, seeming to have issues with getting their accounts banned from what we've seen, but we're still not willing to endorse anything that involves signing into 2 devices at the same time just because we don't trust like that after we got banned for that.
Right.
A while ago. So, in terms of other stuff, the glitch for getting repeated past multiplayer season rewards, not working. There's no glitch for early multiplayer season rewards, and there's nothing to get through the Phantom Zone quickly or more
as
quickly.
A glitch. Yeah. I mean, we've been working. I've got not a footage, but sort of some points about how to legitimately play through it as fast as possible.
Yeah.
We just gotta get around to making a video of it. We gotta find the
get
time.
our ass in gear.
Yeah. So now we get to the working glitches. So the combined glitch to let you play Phantom Zone repeatedly, which is basically a Phantom Zone reset, and the challenge reset, they both require Google Play Cloud Save. They're both working, confirmed on the current Phantom Zone event and the current Classic Scorpion challenge. So just reminder, like always, if you're paying attention to only one, just keep in mind that when you reset one, you're resetting the other. And once you've completed them, that's fine because you keep all your rewards. But if you're in the middle of it, pay attention.
Yeah. For sure. The breakthrough glitch to let you play it repeatedly is still working. We've cut and pasted into the description a comment from a viewer who has a potential solution for people who are having trouble playing extra breakthroughs. We can't confirm whether this works since we're not having the same problem, but you can check that out if you are.
Right.
The airplane mode / refund glitch is still working, good for packs with random drops and last laugh tickets. It doesn't work in the Phantom Zone because that requires an online connection, although there does appear to be a version of the sort of re-rolling glitch that works for iOS with the Phantom Zone.
Yeah, I'm not entirely convinced because when we tested it on Android, it looks like it works, but if you actually look at your roster,
it reverts it. Yeah,
it reverts you back to what the first one was, even though each time it seems to be giving you something new.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
say.
Yeah. So what else we got?
Time shifting.
Oh, time shifting still works in Android for unlimited survivor play and energy recharges. Remember, bring your countdown clock back to normal before you're finished. The free energy without having to watch a video still works. And the related glitch that lets you get up to 9 energy bars instead of 3 also still works. And if the button for free energy recharges is grayed out, we don't have a solution for it on Android, but one iOS user, Dragons952, has a potential solution. And as always, we've cut and pasted their comment into the description. Can't tell you whether it works or not because we can't test it, but it's FYI.
And in between the not working and working glitches, we have the promotion glitch, where you can promote characters that are still locked. It hasn't had the right conditions since update 2.14, so it's not testable, it's not usable, but it has not been confirmed as busted, and so we are keeping it in until the heat death of the universe.
There you go.
Or it gets testable and doesn't work, or it gets testable and does work and it gets moved out of this section. Either way. And just to finish up here, we'd like to give a huge thank you to everybody who is supporting us on Patreon. That is Console Peasant and Edwin Felix, who are supporting us at the top tier Last Word. Sean Farrell, Daniel Simonson, Aaron Mall, and Michael DeVries, who are supporting us on the credited level. And Eddie G and Chris Wolf at the gratitude level. Thanks so much for your support, and thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Komoda.